I gotta wait for my feet just to pop up. Somebody sent gems yesterday. Thank you for the gems. I don't know what the gems do. It's like lucky gems. Was it because it was St. Patrick's Day? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it was like a light dusting this morning. No coffee trip. I might do one after this live. I'm gonna make chili today. But we're gonna get straight down to business. I'm gonna try to finish the peanut butter and jelly, the PB+J coasters. I think we can do that in this live. I don't have anything I need to dip out for, so we'll get probably like the full hour and a half. We'll be able to finish the coasters. What's good, chat? And then I'm gonna pick new colors for my last headband that I'm making. I just can't think of a nice color combo. I was thinking of doing like some flowers or something, but y'all can let me know. So the frame is almost done. I'm gonna try to get the frame done by this weekend. That'd be kind of cool. This weekend, and then we can finally take it off the frame. What is it? The cloth off the frame by this weekend, and we stretch a new one so I can start on my friend's commission next week. Ooh. Do we have 2 more weeks of March? My birthday was 2 weeks ago, bro. That's crazy. What? Yes. We're just gonna keep it brief. Very brief. Try not to laugh. Coughing. Was good. Good morning. We're gonna get these coasters done. I'm sorry. It'd always be so funny laughing after the hit, and you try not to laugh. When our friend Justin be over, he'd be taking the fattest hits. It'd be so funny. You trying not to laugh, and then he'd be laughing. I have the funniest story for y'all. Okay, hang on. So funny. Okay. Okay, so this was the funniest thing in the world. I'm drinking some water real quick. I pre-lit an incense, so we're already walking into the vibes. I got my incense over there if you can see it. What's good, chat? There's 8 people in this live. There better be 8 likes in this live. Okay. Before we get into the story, this is what we're working with. What's good? Make sure you like the live. Don't just go away. You came here, might as well leave a peace offering. I'm being thank you for the like. We finished the waffle rug. This is upside down. That was like 2 days ago. Then we started working on the peanut butter and jelly. That's what we're gonna try to finish up today. Color palette right here. I got one more headband to do, so I need to pick out some colors. I had an idea in mind, don't like it anymore, so I need to change it. Y'all need to like the live. I know y'all curious. Stick around. Head ass. All right. So the funny joke. Let me get mic'd up really quick. Where's my stuff? And I tried to charge them. I don't know what the fuck was good with my charger. Better than real. Thank you. What the fuck? That's real. Thank you. I can't lift it up now. I already got my stuff sitting on it, but I make rugs. Welcome to the channel. Hi, I'm Ashlee. I bring the vibes. What? Ski mask,
Slump God or whatever his name is. You know I bring the bass. I bring the vibes. This channel, Ashlee brings the vibes. Just saying. I make a lot of cool rugs. I make a lot of cool stuff on this channel. We're working on my spring drop. So if you're ready for some cool shit, you know where to be. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm finna say. I'm just saying. I only drop heat. Every time I make some shit, it's always fire. So I help people. My brand is Confidential Goods. I help people design their homes, make their homes cohesive. I make a lot of artwork, not only for your floors. I make rugs, but I be making paintings too. I do yarn paintings. There's nobody else. I do see people doing it, but I'm trying to do it in a more cohesive way so that like people can actually shop collections from me, and you pretty much could have your room built out, let's say. Let's say you want to have like a purple theme, right? I have purple paintings you can shop, purple rugs you can shop, and then I also make clothes so then you could get like, if your favorite color is purple, you could really make it your whole aesthetic. You know how people be like, I'm just, this is my aesthetic. Okay, but how does your clothing aesthetic kind of branch off into your home? So I'm taking out the fact that people, what is the most common thing is you only go into the big box stores. I ain't gonna name them, but you know what I'm talking about. You go into a big box store, Shoals and J Max. Sorry, I got like a cold. Like, you go into like a big box store and you're like, I want to find like trying to find some more brown art. And then like the stuff be looking 3D printed, it be looking like live, laugh, love shit, right? You know. So I want to make stuff that's timeless. But you know that I'm timeless. Ever since I was a kid, I've been this shit. I'm just saying. You want to have pieces that you can keep in your home and like, damn, like this trend is already over. My stuff is timeless. So then you don't have to keep changing, your stuff around. Um, like farmhouse theme or something like that. People still holding on to that, the Ray Dunn type of stuff. I want my stuff to be timeless. So I make timeless art for people. So if you're interested, you stick around on this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the website. So if you did not know, I've been a yoga teacher for 9 years. This channel has done a lot of shit, bro. I take y'all on my yoga journey. Um, day-to-day stuff with vlogs and stuff like that. We got the hair journey. I'm gonna do an update probably around the summer when I can stop wearing hats. Right now I'm wearing hats, but when I go to teach at night, I put on a scarf and wrap my locks up. But I'm waiting for an update. I think it might actually be like a year. It might be coming up on a year, like redoing my locks and finally having them be long enough. I already put yarn in them again as I did before. But there's like yoga journey, hair journey, and I just want to show you all the behind the scenes of how I make my art. I do a lot of markets. I think I'm signed up for almost 10 this year. Last year I did 17 markets. Um, Last year was just really, I told you I was dropping straight five. Last year was about, okay, let's try out the markets. Let's see which ones are actually good ones to come back to. Um, I hope the mic is plugged in. Y'all can hear me. So there's some I'm not repeating and some that I will be repeating. So we're preparing for our market. Obviously, this is going to be the spring drop. And then I'm going to start on a commission after this. What's good? Next mark, or I did like a last minute market in February. They're like, well, we had a cancellation. I low key, I'm not even trying to get into all of that. We had a cancellation and somebody can't do it, so can you do it? But I feel like there's more to the story, but we can get into that at a different time. I probably already shared this already. But so I did a market in like February. It was straight. Um Next one is in April, middle of April, April 18th. It's Bring On Spring. I'm going to be in Ozaki. You can find me in Ozaki County. I'm going to be, I think specifically it's in Cedarburg. So come shop. There have been people that have traveled to my booth, and I really appreciate y'all that be out of state or in the Upper Peninsula. We've had people come down to my shop. My shop is in Mequon, Wisconsin. So you can shop regular You know what I'm trying to say. You can shop with me often, in person, or you can browse my stuff. My stuff, we've been merging my yoga stuff and my art stuff, so it's all on one website rather than two. My yoga business is Ashlee's Crazy Yoga. You can find yoga services, personal training, sound therapy, Reiki, all of that stuff is on the website under my services. And then when you go to the shop tab, that's where you see all of my art. So I have stationery stuff, I make rugs, apparel, accessories, I make jewelry. The jewelry in particular I make are earrings. I make embroidered earrings. And I don't think I'm going to be expanding more with my jewelry. I'm not really a don't feel a calling to be jewelry, like a jewelry artist, but I am a fiber arts artist. I like messing with my main things you'll see on this channel when I mess with my art is yarn. I use yarn for my yarn paintings, punch needle rugs, and my tufting when I make tufted things. Y'all saw earlier this year I made a purse, a rug into a purse. I'm not playing in 2026. 2025, y'all saw what we was working with. 2026 is just it's full execution. Um, I take a lot of pride in my art. I love making art, if you can't tell. But y'all saw me I made a barrel purse, punch needled, handmade, and I hand sewed it. There's a lining in there. It was really cool. If you go back, all of this is documented. It's not like you're missing out. If you go back, you'll see a black and white little purse I was working on. If you ever get a commission too on this channel, you can contact me, shop confidentialgoods@gmail.com. Send me a direct inquiry, and then you can attach photos. Be like, this is what I'm looking for. You know, I can make it happen. I've turned rugs into mirrors, into purses, into like pouches. We did dice before. I know I'm forgetting stuff. I've made a lot of cool shit with from rugs. I think that's it. So we're doing a spring drop right now. On my canvas, we have a large waffle rug. I might be adding an outline to it, so I don't know. Then I have some mushroom rugs. I'm going to show you. Then I have some mushroom rugs. Those can be like mouse pads or like little mug coasters. And then we have headbands we're working on. And today we're going to be working on like the peanut butter and jelly um, coasters. These are not for your car. If you didn't know, I have a lot of car coasters. You can shop too. My car coasters are only 20 bucks. Well, most of them are like $20 and then they go from there. You get two in a set because you have two car coasters. My shit is very reasonable. And like the bigger the piece, obviously, the more expensive it's going to be. Like this is a 2 by 3 foot frame I'm working with, and then these are like all the projects that we've been a drop. Y'all can't guess my age. My birthday was this month. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I was showing it, I think, upside down, but now y'all can see it. This is right side up. You have to work on your rugs backwards. So this is backwards. This is not what the front of the rugs look like. I got you on my tripod. These are going to be headbands. I'm making peanut butter and jelly coasters. That's the palette we're working with today. This was a waffle rug I finished, and then these were the mushroom coasters I was talking about. All of this shit will be available. I'm trying to get this done by the end of the week. Realistically, I have no idea because, okay, we should take a vote. Fuck it. We're going to take a vote, chat. Stick around if you want to vote and have some fun and engage on this video. But we're gonna take a vote. My husband was like, you should add like a white outline around this waffle rug. Let me know what are your thoughts. This is it from the back side. I'm gonna show y'all from the front side. Um, I don't know. Then it's gonna take more time. I won't be able to take my projects off. So I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like from the front. We're gonna create a pole. I'm sitting on my bench backwards, so I hope I don't flip over. I forgot. Is this the pole? Okay, here we go. Should I add a white outline to the waffle rug? Rut. I be typing so damn fast. Spell check. Okay, let's make it pink. Like, why do they give you peach? This is not pink. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all. Can y'all see behind the behind the pole because it makes me put the pole in the middle of the darn uh screen. All right, I had to take my shit off the frame. This is what it looked like from the front. This is the official of what the rug will look like. I just need to cut. Um, I just need to cut. What am I talking about? Oh, the little fuzzies. Obviously, I need to cut some fuzzies. I'm trying to so y'all can see. Should I add like a white outline going around this? Because it will look a little weird. Um, this will be kind of hanging out if it's not, if I have like a white outline to kind of round. This will just be like a little flap that would be hanging out. You can't see behind it. Okay. I pulled it up, so hopefully now y'all can see. You love it. Thank you. Do you like it as is or should I'm gonna use the same white, just this pure white and go around it. It would have, it would fill it in more, but this area I can already see would take a minute for me to do. So, y'all saying yes? What y'all think about the 3D part? I did like 3 different shades for these squares. I think that really brought it together. That's crazy. Damn, Daniel. I was doing that. You're torn. See, that's why I am too. I'm like, it slows down the process of me moving to my next frame. That's the only thing. Um, because today I really am gonna try to do my best to get most of this done. These two, I don't know if I can do that in one sitting, but we're gonna move on to the peanut butter and jelly. Um, while we kind of sit on it. This gives me time to sit on it, moving to a different project. By the time I get to my headband, hopefully I have made up my mind. But we're gonna flip this back down so I can work on it. Remember, because you work on the rugs backwards. I'm gonna grab a light. All of my lights have been dying on me. If uh y'all weren't here yesterday, another freaking light died on me. But we G's in this. What do you mean? Okay, we got four four votes. It deleted. It'll show y'all the result. Everybody said yes. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Y'all can see right there. Um, so I've been using either my generator. My generator has 3 light settings: low, medium, high. There's a blinking one. Don't look. What did we call it yesterday? Tigger. Tigger warning. Being funny. Or squeamish belly warning. Um, Never mind. Or I have to use this light. This one, it like takes a minute to warm up. I don't know why. I click it on and then everything. TikTok shop be cheap. I still got 3 bars on this, but I'll use this light. This clips on my phone. If it because like all my lights have been dying on me. So I have all these portable lights I'm trying to use now. But today, see how long it takes to turn off either the generator or the phone light or this one. This one was given to me. And you guys can see the brand deal if you want to if y'all want to shop this lamp low key actually has been helpful. I'm not gonna cap. It is coming clutch when I need a portable lamp because I can't see shit. Sound can't see shit up in here. I got if now y'all can't even see it. One of the houses I was living at, they had like Christmas lights. They were just sitting in one of the drawers, and I was like, they ain't gonna come back. I haven't told y'all my joke about Chili's. My story at Chili's was so fucking funny. But we lived at a house and they had these Christmas lights and I put them on. Then my big back fucking moved my stool behind my desk over here, this big old desk, and I scrunched one of the lights because man, they kept falling down. And now I have just duct tape on them. They ain't moving. As long as the walls don't get moist, I guess they not moving. But I had like little command strips. If you've seen the lights, they're only on my window wall in this back wall. But I rolled over one, and then half of them just don't turn on no more. It cracked one fucking light. and then half of it just don't turn on, but the rest of it do. And I low key needed it behind the freaking table because I ain't got no light over there. There's like no above light in this room. So at night it's like you need some powerful lights and my shit's been breaking. Anyway, the chili story. This was so fucking funny. So we go my family, we go to fucking Chili's in the rainstorm. Anyways, that's just how we live. It was a fucking rainstorm Sunday, and then Monday was like the snowstorm we got. So now the snow is still left behind, and it was trying to do a little sprinkle out there, like a light sprinkle. I was like, "What y'all doing, bro? Didn't y'all already do y'all big one Monday?" All of my shit was closed Monday. They canceled class. I was like, damn. So low key had like a free day. But anyway, Sunday we go to Chili's and like I do a double take because it's I swear it'd be like this Mandela effect shit, right? Um, what I want to use. I think I'm gonna try to do the center pole. It's gonna be way easier if I do a center pole. Then it's not gonna be the yarn ain't gonna be spinning around on me. But so yeah, we go to Chili's and I swear it'd be like a Mandela effect. I think I'll see somebody and then it actually be them. That happened like if y'all familiar with 7 Mile Fair. That was like when I got this cup. I went and what the fuck? My rather. We went to 7 Mile Fair and we're like, hey, that looks like so and so. And it actually was uh one of Carrie's friends. And then I'm just laughing because I'm thinking it was so funny. Bro, I spit my food out. I was fucking dying. Granted, I think I took a bowl before then. So I was ready to eat. It was so funny because I said, that looked like so and so, but older. And I was like laughing. And I'm like, well, what if it was? And then I got a better look at his face because, like, we were sitting by the bathroom, so I could see the people that were like walking down to go into the hallway to go down towards the bathrooms, right? I said, that looked like so and so, but older. Oh, no, that's not him. Then I saw another guy and I fucking spit my food out. I thought it was bro. I said, ain't no way that's bro. And then I spit my food out because I started laughing. And then Carrie starts laughing because I'm laughing. And then I start crying, bro. It was so funny. I'm like, ain't no way that's bro. Then it was just funny in the moment. And then Carrie, he had to go to the bathroom. And like I think he had forgotten about it. And then I started cracking up again. I said, you finna run into bro. You should get a good look to see if that is bro. And then Carrie telling me the most randomest shit. Like, okay, for real though. He goes to the bathroom and then the guy went in before him and Carrie come out before him. He went in after him, come out before him. And so I said, was that bro? He's like, no, that wasn't bro. But he was laughing. Then he's just like, bro was like standing in the corner. I think he was not trying to go back to the table or some shit. And he like was in there a good 5 minutes after that. He was not in a stall or anything. But I was just crying. I'm like, that it looked like bro. Looked like one of our friends. And I was just laughing because I'm like, what is the coincidence? Because that has happened before. We actually would run into somebody. I don't want to put this on the floor because I feel like then it'll become invisible. I don't have any other stories though, but I just thought that was so funny. I don't know if you can hear the neighbor's dog is home. Make sure my mic is on. Please tell me because like that shit tried to die on me yesterday. And damn, Fido, what is the sitch, bro? This is like a coaster for your home. I'm working on these are bigger than the car coasters, like I was saying earlier. I'm trying to keep it as flat as I can, not overly punch it so it will lay flat. You want it thick, but like when I do coasters, I know they're gonna have like drinks. As you drink the cup, it get lighter depending on what cup they got. A mug may be a little more sturdier, but if the rug is too dense, then the cup may not sit flat. I'm not trying to make it as dense as this one, rather as you'd be standing on this one. You see, way different weight distribution. You know what I'm talking about. I'm resting right on the spikes too. But I got these gloves on and this wrist brace. I need the other light on. This is the only light I got that plug in. Is this one back here. Everything else is like portable. And low key been breaking. I need another freaking gooseneck, like magnifying glass light with a longer cord if I can find it. Low key, what the sitch is 8 in the freaking morning and it's only 8:26. It's fucking dark in here. But man, my ideas are buzzing. Spring gets me amped the fuck up, bro. Like, no way I can really explain. I just be excited to create this wind, snow, rain, storm. What a mouthful. That storm. What a combination, bro. Because I need to low key take this frame outside and like I stop making rugs in the winter because then I take this whole frame, like this big old frame you saw me flip up. I'll walk it down my stairs so I can go outside and properly back the rug. Too fucking cold. There's snow on the ground again. I was like, are we getting past it? I'm gonna low key start this. So by the time I finish this rug, good morning, boss, what's good? I'm gonna low key start this rug. So then, the weather should be turning around, and I think outside it should be dry. So I can lay the rug down and properly back it because I gotta use like some strong glues, and I don't like doing that inside. And then it decides to snow. Long story short, short story long. Y'all are always gonna get the long story, by the way. Never, I don't feel, not feel. I don't know how. I do know how. Let me find my words. I don't like to shorten the story. If the story is long, it's long. Because there's details I'm going to add, so then you get the context and it makes sense. Short story long, long story short, you gonna just get the Ashley way. That's all I'm gonna say. You just woke up. Hey, we just we be out here, we grinding. We I didn't go to Dunkin' today. I'm thinking I'm gonna go after this because I gotta go pick him up. I'm finna make some chili. I was gonna make chili yesterday, but he asked for stir fry. So he made stir fry for lunch. But today I'm gonna make chili because then I can make it for 2 days. Um, I just use like a big old pot. Very creative, thank you. Yeah, long night. Well, the waffle. Waffle is done now. Fly over these spikes. The waffle is done now. No games. Okay. Okay, I'll move it right there. I don't flip over. I've been teaching at the studio, bro. They be paying me weekly, so that's exciting. I appreciate that. A lot of the places that I contract for, I just have it set up. Granted, I have it set up so I get paid in advance, But, so I sent my invoices for my March services in the middle of February. So you got like 2 weeks to pay before, I see these places weekly, sometimes even more times in a week. I'm trying out here. Thank you. I picked up a lot of classes pretty much to hold us over until the market season. So like December is like when stuff started to pick up. And that's when it's usually like really fucking slow. So I'd be budgeting like all year round. And December, I can't really do a whole lot of outdoor event. I live in the Midwest, so it's snow outside. It's like I think it's in the 20s today. Later on, it'll get in the 30s. Ain't nobody doing yoga in that. So to be able to host like bigger events and things like that, I don't do those unless it's in the summertime. So that's why it slows up. Then the markets slow up. I don't really like doing winter markets unless they're indoors. Sometimes they be pushing it. It'll be November outdoor market. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. You know. I need to get a bigger generator. So that's my goal is to get a bigger generator and probably leave this one at the house unless it's like a extended day market. I've done like single day markets. I've only done single day markets, but like, they'd be markets that go on for multiple days. Um, I want to get like a bigger generator, make sure I got power, maybe be able to plug up a heater. A lot more preparation to be outside in the cold than it is to be outside when it's hot. I have like a bunch of fans too, so I'm good for summertime. It was hot in the summer. I had 2 fans, bro. Knew it. Was like 90. We had a crazy heat wave in June and I had a outdoor market, but we were outdoor, but like how do you describe it? We were where I was at a I have trouble saying this word. A brewery. I was at one of those and we were in the area where they have the big old cylinder things that actually be making the beer. But it was like big old garage door and they had the tables. We were lined up in there and then it like looped around to a door that led into the actual bar and sitting area, okay? So, like, we were outside, the garage door is up, but it was like right? Yes, the brewery that I can't say that word, but thank you. Um, yeah, so anyway, I was just talking about you gotta be budgeting out here if this is something you want to pursue. The money is consistent. I will always say the money is consistent, but the timing you just got to be open to the unexpected timing. Um, doing contractual work, um, or running a small business. These that like this is the real life stuff they don't be telling you. Like you're getting recommended the big old pages that are blowing up, but there's still people with small pages that are doing full-time work or self-employment. So like I'm not a big page. And I told you I've been self-employed since 2018. Um, you already know the story. It was just a really big deal for me to prove that you can be a black yoga instructor in the Midwest, in Wisconsin, where some areas may not favor, you know, minorities, right? So I ran into that. I already shared a video years ago. Literally the title of the video. Um, I have like cotton mouth. The inequalities in the yoga industry. And I share how like I was a W-2, I was an employed yoga instructor. And I was told to my face, this is at a gym I used to work at years ago. We don't do raises, this is where you start. I'm like, oh, okay. Then they started doing raises. But then my friend, they're like, dude, it was like a referral thing, right? If you refer, you'll get like a $50 bonus. So my husband, I referred him, and then I referred my friend who teaches yoga. And she started 10, probably over $10 more than me. And we literally went through the same education. Like Oh, okay. Then that's when I was teaching like 17 classes a week. I dropped all of the classes. But I already had another teaching opportunity lined up for me where I could like teach a lot of classes, but I would be going to one facility. The gym I was teaching at had like 7 different locations, and I was teaching at like 3 of them, and I was doing some off-site stuff for them. I was ripping and running, as the old folks call it. And you can't spare an extra $10. It was that, and then I accidentally got CC'd in a email, and they're like, the class was like $50, but I was only making like 16, and then the gym was taking that half as having me be an employee that did offsite stuff. So I don't know, it was just $50. Oh, okay. That's what I'm supposed to be making. Okay. Let me look at this over again. Okay. I'm gonna make my own jobs. So that's what I started doing. And I just started looking for different facilities that needed wellness programs and things like that. And so I started going to these facilities to teach cheer yoga, and that's like what I do anyway. They will never tell you. Wait, I'm lost in thought. Who is outside? Somebody car is squeaking. Oh, about yeah. I accidentally got CC'd. I'm like, this will open your eyes. If you're passionate about something, this is something you can talk about a lot. Um, you can make money off of it. You just got to figure out how to do that. Become a contractor in some actual useful business. Please don't like just oversaturate it. I don't know why my mind went to because I do services and I also offer goods now. Please don't do nothing 3D printed. Please don't be going around making no damn snakes, bro. We don't need no more snakes. That was the first thing I went to. But like, what do they say? Find an issue that you can resolve. If there's something, you have a lot of knowledge about, you know, well, how does your art resolve it? See, there's always a reason for my existence, a reason for why I do things. You could ask that statement or a question. So, how does your art resolve an issue? There are people I know in this world, I can just sense it, that are looking for fun art, fun, original art. Some people like underground stuff like, oh, this is like a small artist or something like that, and I want to be the niche person that follows that. I know there's like a population out there that's looking for my art. So that's I feel like that's my calling, that's my reason for existence. And you could say that with yoga. What the problem I'm trying to solve as becoming a yoga instructor, a wellness instructor, because now I have a multiple certs. Um, my goal has always been with Ashley's Crazy Yoga is to make wellness accessible and affordable. I'm going to be paid my worth, and I'm going to provide like the best service possible with the knowledge of me, 9 years of experience. You're not going to start me. I think they have classes as low as $20 still. And that was like, yeah, I've been teaching for 10 years. $20 is what I was making at 19, 20. Like as my very first contractor job, I said, okay, let me try this out. Can y'all do 20? This is when like the job I was working at Home Depot was paying me like $9. Regular employee the wage was around like $9 people were getting paid before they even were pushing for this $15 thing. And then eventually I think I made 11 or $12 at Home Depot. Mind you, this is 2016, 2017. We should have already been making well past that. So I'm like, oh, okay. These niggas don't even want to do raises. When I saw how crazy the raises were, like when I was working as a cashier, I was like, oh, 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. In this economy, that's barely keeping up, bro. We need to really widen that gap. And so that's what I was trying to do. Um, I don't know if I should get into like all of you charge what you're worth, okay? I have like you can see my prices. I'll just talk about it like this. I always want to offer the facts of it or being affordable. So right now I have a package. If you come to my Mequon location for a service, yoga, Reiki service, meditation, sound healing, we have like singing bowls and stuff. I have a deal, $200. $200, and I've had this deal for years. $200, you get 4 sessions. Normally on my website, a single session is $70. You can buy a single session. I just want to come for one Reiki session and then I'm good. Okay. You can just buy one session. If you buy the pack for $200, you get 4 services. Automatically, it makes the services $50 a piece rather than 70. You're saving $20 every time you come visit. It's a really great deal that people like, and it keeps the continuation. See, I'm dropping facts of a guaranteed returning customer. You know, they can book it. They could come see me 4 times in 1 week. They could come see me 4 times in 1 month, once a week. They could see me twice a week, and then in the middle, they could renew, you know? It's a very good deal. And then I just ask and add mileage for people who want me to go to their homes. I calculate that, and we're seeing the rise in gas prices too. That gives you a little bit more wiggle room. And the last fact I will leave you with is calculating those stupid square fees if you have a third party who processes your payments. A lot of people pay me online, so it has to go through a process like that. Um, what else, guys? Checks or Cash App are good too. I like when people do checks or Cash App because then there's no middleman BS. And that is what it is. I hope that makes sense. Like, because people don't ever give out their prices. My stuff is black and white on my website, so you know what you're getting. An experienced yoga wellness instructor and very fair pricing for as many years as we've been in business. No hidden, like, obviously, I'm not trying to sound like one of them niggas, like, no hidden fees. I got the website set up so it's not like, oh, this is how much it is. I wasn't expecting that. Or like, when you go to try to rent a place and they don't ever be listing how much the rent is. I don't want to know what you guys got going on. I'm gonna go find a private landlord and we gonna handle it that way. If you wanna be this like this way, we don't try to rent from them commercial properties, big apartment complex. We were doing that. Y'all funny. I can never get somebody that much power again. Because landlords, we've had some evil landlords. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been chill over here. All right, I'm focusing because I'm just trying to circle this off, and I talk a lot. Landlords are crazy, bro. Tell me why. Like, it's top 10 in crazy shit a landlord has done to me. Tell me why. I freshly had a child. I don't even remember. Had to be 2 months. Had to be around 2, 3 months old, my son was. Tell me why the fuck you are insisting to show my unit and I just had a baby. I was already on some fuck you time because the people there, I think they were probably racist. We were the only, probably the only black people over there because that was when I had my studio and we were in South Milwaukee and like Oak Creek area. So you can kind of guess the demographic over there. Um, they were on, there's some disrespectful kids. I said, okay, I got something for you. I did a whole home birth screaming and everything in that apartment. I y'all we kindly ask y'all, could y'all, y'all are a little loud. I know y'all probably passed the limit on how many kids you can have in this unit, but I'm not saying that. Y'all a little loud. There's been complaints. Other people have said y'all is loud. Oh, okay. Y'all not gonna listen. I'm sure there was other things. This is me trying to think back in like 2020, and I've moved like 3 times since then, literally. Um, okay. Horrible neighbors. Um, One of our neighbors who lived like next door to us, I'm like, they were really on some racist shit. White lady dating a black man. They put the N word on a sticker or some type of Confederate flag on their car. I said, oh, okay, this is white people time in Leon. This place is, obviously we got to go. They would not let us renew. We paid on time. We pay everything on time. Okay. Let me just hurry up and have this kid then. Yes, whole natural birth in the apartment, screaming and everything until like my midwife was like, we should go to the hospital. But I really, at the end of the day, feel like I could have did a home birth because there was no complications when we went to the hospital. I didn't even have my bag packed. I'm like, I did not want to have a hospital stay, but ended up staying like the day or whatever. Yeah, but that's in top 10 of like you're showing the apartment and like my son was maybe 2 or 3 months old and you're not letting us renew because like we were always finding like good deals on apartments. 2019, we were there 2 years, maybe 19, 20, 20 to 21. Yeah, about 2 years. Rent was like 690 to 719. Found a 2 bedroom for that price in a white area. You know why they weren't letting us renew? Because it went up to what I was paying for the damn studio. It went up to like $900, bro. I was paying for an entire commercial space. That's how good like shit was actually around 2020. I was paying like 690, 719 for a 2 bedroom, bro. My whole commercial space that was like over 1,000 square feet. The rent was only 985 and I had over 1,000 square feet. I had a bathroom, big old studio space, a massage like room, and I could use the basement down there too, bro. Then the white man got greedy. This is what I mean, bro. In top 5 of like evil landlords are just evil. So you are blessed if you can find a good one. This nigga wanted to sell the studio space, bro. So that's kind of like how all of this shit happened. I was still making rent on my maternity leave. I was so grateful for the students at the studio because I still was able to make my 985 rent just on the commercial space. I still had a whole apartment I was had to pay for too. So I was very grateful. That's like something that just won't click right in my head, like in a good way. I'm very grateful for the people that support my studio, have supported my studio, my businesses, my art business now. That shit is crazy. And I told y'all, then again, something like that. Like this is a good memory, just being able to make rent on like, oh yeah, I know I'm not doing a natural birth. I'm not gonna be able to come back for a good month. Um, how the universe lines up, bro. I told you last year I made like a really good market. I made like over $800 on my art. That was such a good feeling because like I worked so hard in 2024 to prepare for the 2025 market. This is like a really big market that I do well at. And doing well, I mean, I think my most was like 500 and I was doing that market previously 3 years. Then last year I made like 800. I sold like 3 rugs and then like the rest was just other like little things. And I was like, damn. Because I made $800. And this is how the universe lines up, bro. Then my fucking car decided to have like a oil spill. Nigga fucked up my oil change at Valvoline, because it was literally the day for our son's birthday or after the birthday. It was around that time. We get a oil change. Nigga, I don't think he put the cap on right, or he snapped something. A fucking like thing snapped. So my husband, he went to work, come back, is a whole oil trail. The fuck? But my revenue I made from that market covered most of that repair, which was pretty cool. You know, the website is fire. Thank you. I'm trying. So I did some updates a little bit this week, I think Monday. I try to add more categories for the shop page because I merged my yoga business and the craft business because it just makes sense. You guys will still be shopping confidential goods. It's just on the yoga website. So it'll have all of the yoga events, it'll have all of the art, and if you're subscribed, make sure you subscribe on the website. If you go to the contact us page, I think there's like a subscribe button, and it's for free, and I'm communicating through MailerLite. This is something I pay for. So this is for like the loyal people who want to see the deals and things going on. I'll be sending more regular emails as a means of communication because I'm really now, since Meta wanted to be weird, I'm only on YouTube. So make sure you like and subscribe, and Snapchat and TikTok. TikTok's my name. Snapchat, I'm gonna just say never mind. I ain't gonna say that. YouTube and TikTok. And then if you really want to stay in connection, become a subscriber on the website because then you'll see like, oh, there's going to be like a 20%. Bro, I always do a deal for the 420 deal. Next month, all of my 420 art is going to be on sale. Like, what do you mean? I have a 420 rug. Literally, it says 420. But like, my stickers and stuff like this will be on sale. We sue for what? I forget what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Um, yeah. So like you can make sure you become a subscriber and join the mailing list. I sent something out this week. We have a yoga and wine. It's tomorrow. So come do yoga with me at a plant shop. My friend has a plant shop in South Milwaukee. Um, and we just kind of we push like the shelves around, but it's basically an open space. And I sent a newsletter showing like the previous times we done yoga and wine. Now, the wine tasting is optional. Oh, charge for the car. Oh, Valvoline gave us a refund, and then like I took it to Lexus to get it fixed. And it's a Valvoline we normally don't go to, so that's why my husband's like always go to the same Valvoline, and they do it right every time. This for my girls out there, bro. If you can sweet talk them, they'll give you a better deal too. Can you like, I be so ugly, bro. I be like a light skin, but I be so ugly, to get the deal. If you a woman, take advantage of these things around it. Mechanics, you know, you take like another $10. I don't be asking like that. I'd be like, I was planning on paying this. Can you use this coupon or some shit? Well, here. Then one time actually, I forgot what I said. I'm chopped right now. I can't remember how I would just ask. But the last time I got my oil change, um, what happened? He's just like, I'm gonna just take this off and you can save the coupon for later. I was just being ugly. But if you ask, they'll be like, you could use this filter. I said, okay, but how much is that? Boy, ooh, it's a little much. I'll take like $10 off for you, sweetheart. Thank you. That's what I want to hear, bro. She just talked about oil change. My shit is always over $100 every time I have to get a fucking oil change. We're not even gonna go into how we got here. Guaranteed over $100 because they give me the quarts, but I still have an extra quart, so I have to buy half a bottle for them to fill it up. And when they change the oil out or whatever, a quart, a bottle, and a half is like what be going on. But they know me. They be sending me my coupon. I be ugly. I'm just being ugly, chat. It's like, bro, I'm just saying. I'm literally the free game for the ladies. I don't even be dressing like the Instagram girlies be dressing. You just gotta have that riz, because I be over there like, you gotta get this filter change. I would recommend doing this or however, and then like I got like a discount on it or something. Could you whatever? Like, I got you. I like your jacket and get into that. Every time I wear this jacket, people like it. It's just the South Park jacket, but I don't know. Then I, s- I mean, it's your energy. You don't believe it? I swear it really be your energy, because I knew I was gonna have a long day. I went to Culver's and I just got a kids meal, something light, lol. But like I got some nuggies, and the guy was like walking up, hey, I like your locks. Like he was this white dude, and like you gotta park the car in the spot, and they'll walk up to you. I need to stretch my leg. They'll walk up to you, and get you your food. You got like a sticker you'll put on your mirror, and then they know who to go to, right? I walk up, bro was like seriously analyzing me, like not like that, like in a crazy way, but like walks up, gives me the food. I like your locks. He's like looking at me from the side. I think he saw because like the strings I got in the back. I'm like, give me that subtle riz, but I'm just saying. Obviously, I'm taken. I'm just saying. Then like I said, this I swear this nigga was chopped because I'm like, I also got the free ice cream. You get like you can collect there's like a little rip thing on the bags if you've never been to Culver's before. And like you can save the free scoop. And so I had like a bunch of them in like a Ziploc. I keep in my little center console. So I can use the free ice cream or whatever. If you get 10 tokens, then you get a free kids meal. So that's like how coverts work. So I was getting my bro almost forgot to give me my ice cream. He's like, oh, my ice cream. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What does your shirt say? And I was literally wearing like, I used to work at a chiropractor company. I used to do yoga for a chiropractor company. I'm like, oh, this is just like chiropractor clinic I used to teach at. Nice. It was really ugly. Something like, no, for real. I had some hours for it to digest, but I knew I'm like, I'm not going to be able to stop for food or anything. When I be going, I be going. Honestly, don't even remember what day that was. I feel like I had an extra excursion I had to do that is not in my typical routine, and that's why I decided to do that. Definitely. Something, I think it was an appointment I had to go do. Okie dokie. A little bit more around here. I think we'll be good. I'm just taking my time. Man, I'm just old fashioned. I think somebody said that Big Sean raps like dad jokes. I'm like, okay, I can see that. That makes sense. That somebody might have been me. Something. Cause I don't ever be like, put that Big Sean on. Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay, I like that one, but that's not in my rotation. I was just thinking, I was excited when that one came out. And then like obviously the oh, song. But that song got old. That song got old. Did you know he named a song Ashlee? Then I was playing it and then I'm like, okay, this is actually corny. Wow. Okay. Let me not overstep. There might be somebody who's like a Big Sean fan here. I don't want to overstep. My stomach growling already, bro. I'm like, what if I should I start the chili early? 9 now. Well, we'll see how far we get. The outlining is just what takes a minute. I'm gonna go around the whole thing. Then I'm gonna try to stay in one spot. No! You're so fucking lucky, you're my girl, girl, girl. That's how the Ashlee song goes. And it's the only reason I have that song saved on my playlist. I think my rap playlist, because he has a song called Ashley. And that was like high school that shit dropped. Oh, highway robbery. Um, I like to get my son a little sweet treat after school. So I didn't have time to go to Dunkin' because Dunkin' would have been out of the way after grocery shopping. So I ended up going to Starbucks, bro. I'm like, "Oh, we don't go to Starbucks." I was like, well, he likes cake pops, and I'm like, I'll get a little coffee because I teach in the evening, so I'm gonna get my caffeine in after this. Tell me why the fuck, like a grande, I got a grande frappe, Java chip, and 2 cake pops. Let's take a guess. For this is only relevant if you do not frequent Starbucks, but take a guess. I got what I think like a medium drink, whatever a grande is, about medium drink and 2 cake pops. Let's guess. How much was a medium frappe and 2 cake pops? Do we have a number in our mind? Medium drink, 2 cake pops. Why the fuck was it $14? Damn near. It was $14 and some change for some shit y'all don't even make on site. What's fired? My stomach is growling. And I peep shit, bro. I peep shit when Dunkin' did a little price increase. Yes, I peeped that shit. And I peeped when Dunkin' went from their $5 meal deal to their $6 meal deal. What the fuck happened to the little wrap? They used to have a little wrap. It was you get a medium drink, some little hash browns, and a little bacon, egg, cheese wrap in the little tortilla. It'd be like this big. $5. That was a good deal. I said, why the fuck am I spending $4.80, 70 cents, $4 and whatever for just a medium coffee? I usually go in there to get a medium coffee. Where I could just get now that's gluttony just to get that meal every time. I like to just go and get my coffee. I'll go in there, I'll be a regular, get my coffee. But if you ever looking for a snackety snack, I was like, okay, the $5 deal. And then literally on my birthday, they changed it. Changed it to the $6 meal. Now you got me this big ass bagel. I'm chopped getting upset about this. This big ass bagel. Bacon, egg, shamalama ding dong ass shit. This shit is so big. I was upset. I was expecting my petite wrap. I said, okay, are they just doing a price change? Why has it got a bagel in the picture? Then I'm like, that shit plopped in my lap. My husband was in the drive-through. That shit plopped in my lap. They got different management, so I be going to a couple different Dunkins because they know me. It was my birthday, and then I got the $6 thing. I said, y'all got any birthday discounts? Oh, I'm sorry. Then I pulled up. My husband pulled up. I look over. You don't remember me? Cause this nigga followed me on my Instagram. I don't got Instagram no more. But anyway, we was talking, like not even like that. I was just like, talking about yoga and stuff. And they followed that. I said, you don't remember? You can't do no deal. She's like, the manager. I'm like, So I go over to my other Dunkin' the day after my birthday, and they was able to give me a free coffee. Y'all know I'm finna spend up in here anyway. Being ugly. I actually, bro, remember when I brought those damn keychains? I brought the damn Dunkin' keychains. They had some fire ass keychains. Who is sending gems? Thank you. I don't think I got that. Who sent them? What do the clovers do? Do they protect the chat? Is it Jade? Anyways, what time is it? It's 9:06. Damn. No, but them big ass bagels, bro, I can't go for that. I have to be on my deathbed. Like, I have to be so damn hungry to shove a bagel in my mouth. That just sounds so funny to say. But I'm not like ready for that. That's a lot going on. I like cream cheese. That's something that would be a light petite option. But we just had to put bacon and cheese and eggs over it. That is a burger at like 9 in the morning. This isn't high school. Chocolate milk, chalky milk in a burger? Too early. I'm almost done with this outline. That's why I got serious for a moment. Come on. If you can't tell, we're outlining toast, some bread. Gotta get this bread. Get my monies up. What Jeezy say? You out here chasing, wait. I'm out here chasing money. You chasing model hoes. That LeBron James like gift. That'd be me when I be listening to Jeezy. Hope you bitches ready. Here come the confetti. And the shit I'm smoking loud. Wait. And the shit I'm smoking on louder than a Chevy. Whoever let Plies rap on the album or that song was just crazy. White girl with the tiger scries, yo. What? He was trying to spell the word sexy. Sexy. I'm like, is he saying YE? I don't even know. Because the song is titled Sexy. SE with the little thing over it. XE by Jeezy. That's literally the name of the song, right? Why? There was no why. I don't know what he was spelling when he said that bar. All right. I'm ready to put this yarn up. Okay, actually, chat. Can y'all see here? These are my headbands that I'm making. I got one more like I need to fill in. What's the color palette? What we feeling? We got any ideas? Please share with the chat. I had an idea in mind. I'm like, oh no, that's gonna look like boo boo. Because I gotta see how this one's going to look. This rainbow one I got. I have a stretch. Oh, I was thinking of doing flowers because I did little stars. Huh? Huh? If I got space, you see right here, I was gonna add a little skeleton coaster. I'm gonna do a skeleton coaster set. Even though it is not Halloween, I still have people who like my little skeleton coasters. So better make sure I'm prepared. Hope you bitches ready. Here come the confetti. And the shit I'm smoking on. Louder than the shit. Y'all think it's funny though, but listen here. I use music as manifestation. I be saying shit and it'd be like a mantra. Who is this? Whole tailpipe dragging on the ground. I'm back. I had to pop. Good morning. Right there when the tigers right. Toast is looking toasty. What the fuck that mean? It's looking good. It's looking delectable. That's what you should have said. No. I'm trying to be light with the stitches. Talk to me nice, chat. Berserk is here. I had to read the chat in a moment. I'm trying to be light so I don't got no overlapping stitches. Almost done with the spiral. And you don't seem to understand. All right. After I finish this toast, we're gonna pick up and plot down somewhere else because we're making little spirals. I'll be able to rack the yarn. It's my endless trash. I've been finding a lot of stuff I'm not using. I've been trying to declutter. What's good? Yes, for manifestation. Why isn't this flipping? All right, so that's the progress. I'll just show y'all. We finished the tan on that one. Did a circle around. I'm going to do another little circle around that one and then do the perimeter. And then those are the colors. Don't look at my feet. I know there are people that like feet. Don't look at my feet. I got yoga socks on so I don't slip. Because I teach at this. It's not super slippery. I gotta take care of my hip. I've been doing like a lot of demonstration, like full out, so my hip is a little sore. And my legs be sliding. If I just have regular socks and I'm walking around trying to hold a pose. You hear the dog? I feel like she left for work. She walked the doggy and now has left for the day. Keep it close. I have not been touching my conch piercing. I guess a conch piercing update. I've not been touching it. I've literally been trying to clean it 3 times a day. I'm not playing around. They say 2. I'm gonna do 3, especially since teaching. I don't get sweaty. I'm pulling this lock down. I don't get sweaty, but keep that area clean. This has been healing. It's great. I don't know if I have the anatomy because I literally can't see in my ear. But I was thinking about the other side getting a DOS, or they call it a daith, which is not where the rook is, but like the part that's more in the ear. I was thinking on this side. I don't know. I don't be wearing earrings, so I want to just have stuff that just stay in my face, in my body. Seldomly do I change my nose rings. I actually forgot at one point. Oh yeah, I do have nose rings. They're just a part of my body. That is. I damn near I've had them for like almost 10 years, if not 10 years, bro. That was Cucamonga. I was like, do I have face piercings? Oh yeah. What the heck? My stomach is growling, so don't come at me because I'm gonna eat after this. I only had yogurt. Did you know there's like there's a side of TikTok that talks about yogurt bellies? Or yeah, yogurt do keep you slim now, I suppose. But like he was talking about white girls and yogurt bellies. I started eating yogurt because of my son, and that's a good like starter food for them. And hooking it up because when I was a kid, I was introduced to yogurt like in the wrongest, like the worst way possible. Because I was introduced to Yoplait, which just was nasty. Like, Yoplait is disgusting, bro. Sorry. Sorry if you like it. Yoplait is disgusting. Um, no toppings or like some generic granola. No honey? Oh, honey. That is. But I started preparing them way better. I like Stonyfields or I like the Select brand from Aldi's. Those are the two yogurts I usually will eat. Are they Greek? I don't remember. But I know babies had to eat whole yogurt, so I was eating it with him. And that's probably why whole yogurt or whatever helps you definitely gain weight, but Greek yogurt can help you lose weight. And I feel like that I was taking that as a form of nutrition because, nursing. I nursed for 2 years. But I was hooking it up and I still do to this day. I had a yogurt bowl, just some light, LOL, some light. Um, I'd be putting granola in there Get like a good granola. You can still get protein. Everything got protein in it. But you can get like some chocolate chips. It ain't gonna hurt you. I put like the little granola with the chocolate chips. Still a good like natural brand from Aldi's. Some honey, some cinnamon, chia seeds I'll put in there, um, and hemp hearts. That's like a base of things that I'll put in my yogurt. I'm like, how do you, bro? I was introduced to yogurt so wrong, and like that's something I just naturally go to if I'm not gonna like pop a waffle or something. And like 9 times out of 10, I'm probably eating yogurt. Like, yeah. What's up? You don't have to hold the other side of the string. Holding the other side of the string just helps it feed. Or if I know a knot or a nick is going to come up and it's going to try to unthread my needle, I'll start to hold the string. You don't have to. I was doing a spiral. Holding the string also helps me see underneath. Sometimes the direction I'm going, I can't really see. More outlining. Let's see where we land. What the? Come on. See? That nick. I was running low. It really eats the yarn. You don't even realize it. But the yarn can go fast. You pull out a little bit, it's already time to pull out some more. And this is not staying close. Hold on. Helps it with a little bit with the tension, I suppose. I'm gonna stop right there. Oop, one more. Filling in the bread area. Then I'm gonna start doing the peanut butter or the jelly. I don't know which is which. Yeah, I make rugs by hand and by machine. I just had the wild idea like 2, 3 months ago. I want to make, my stomach is growling. I want to make a rug by hand. I want to use this frame. This is 2 by 3 feet. Everything on here I did by hand. Sometimes I'll use a machine. Most of the time I use a machine when I'm using this frame in particular. This frame can withstand, it's got spikes on it. It can withstand like the speed of the gun, the inertia. What's the word? Um, Whereas I have another frame that's very flimsy, and now that's just a bigger embroidery hoop I see it as, because it cannot withstand a gun. I need to hurry up. I have no idea how this is going to play out because my son's birthday is coming up in May, and I'm going to make him a rug for his birthday. I'm going to try to get it to him for the month of May. If I can get it to him sooner, that would be awesome, but I also have a commission I need to start. It's like, but he has a really cool present. We got him tickets to a baseball game, and it's his first baseball game. But now that he's old enough, I wanted to wait for him to tell me. Like, I've been making rugs for a while. After he was born, though. But I mean, like when he was little, that's when I was making rugs to start. But now that he's older, he can give me an opinion. And, rugs last a long time. He, what kind of rug do you want? He said he wants a bluey rug. So we're going to try to make a bluey rug by hand. I'm not going to use a machine because I'm using my other frame. My stomach is crawling. And you don't seem to understand. What time is it? 9:24. We finna do some ghetto shit. Okay. Tokyo Drift. Boom. I think that worked. Maybe. Okay, one more. Two more areas. I hopped over a stitch. That's why I said Tokyo Drift. Yo. Do y'all hear the dog, bro? The dog is so damn loud. Not my dog. We're finally done with the tan. We're finally done with the tan. We're finally done with the tan. Boom. All right, purple or mustard. Pick your colors. Choose them wisely. Here, pick your colors. Choose them wisely. Purple or mustard. What are we moving on to? We can at least get an outline in. We can rack this one. Pulled all that yarn for what? For what? Gonna stuff it back in the center. Loaded. Everybody got their suggestions? Are we starting with mustard or are we starting with grape? That sounds disgusting. A mustard and grape sandwich. But those are just the colors. I'm almost done. Oh, purple. Purple, purple. Okay, which one should be purple? I have a strong calling. This one's gonna be purple. We're gonna make this one. All right. Stage complete. Everything's a game. Allow the whimsy in your damn life. Sean gotta tell your ass one last motherfucking thing. Allow the whimsy in your life. It will make it worth living. The bottom. Right here. This one is going to be purple, and then this one's going to be mustard. Understood? What were we making that had mustard? I had one and it got like what, 1,000 views or 5,000 views. I don't remember. It was in between. It was very, I don't even know, far and in between like that. I don't remember what the views were, but mustard. It looked like I was screaming at the camera, and somehow that live has like 1,000 or three, some type of couple thousand views. It's very funny. It was just me. I was tufting, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to do an outline so you know this is where I need to focus. Crazy, spooky, contagious, spectacular, courageous. What was he even saying in the mustard song? Hilarious, contagious, infectious, supercalifragilistic. I be on that dope shit. Hey, that would be a bar though. That would be a bar. It was so bad Monday. I don't think the trash people came. These niggas be doing out here, bro. Do you be hearing that shit on the camera? What the fuck? Ah. Oh, now it's getting brighter. The sun rose at 6:58 today, by the way. Why the fuck now it looked brighter? We needed a lamp for half of the live. The fuck? Alright. Grape jelly. Can y'all see the grape? Mm. My heart skips, 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 skips a beat. I'm spinning around 'cause I don't wanna go. Oh know that song. That song was kind of cool when I was younger. So hung up. Mhm. He was getting it. White boy had a little motion. It is. Crazy, spooky, contagious, spectacular. I always want to make a parody and not really say what he was saying. Fuck was he saying? Yikes. We're so close to being done with this whole frame. Alright, let's try to zigzag this out. Or actually, can we make like a circle? I feel like my hand be in the way. That's how much I'm getting done. Hell no, what the fuck? Right there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. She's cooking. Chef, let her cook. I probably would be like a cool tag voice. Chef, she's in there again. What are we gonna do? Head ass. Brought to you by Chef Boyardee. All right. Getting thick. Sean like what he's seeing is looking a little thick out there. Okay. Come on. If we're talking an explosion, That's what we got going on. All right. A quarter, a third. What is that? Back for more? The fuck? What you think we came in here for? I have newt. Hell no. We ready to finish the rug up. We're gonna do it by sections. See? Can you tell? We're gonna do by sections and fill it up. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. Join my lives and watch my journey. How long have I been working on it? See, I don't know. I know it's been over a month. It's about time to finish this one up. This one's getting cuckoo. It's all jagged. Around a month, I'd say. All of this is by hand, so it's just takes me a little bit longer. But the results is worth it. I'm in a dead end again. Oh, now it's in a circle. We've got the most kookiest, crazy drop coming. I'm working on my spring drop of home decor and apparel. All original art. Can't get it anywhere else. Underground entertainment. Okay, that's looking good. Look at that. Now we just got a little bit left. Let's see how much filled in it look. Remember, we don't want it too thick. We want it just right. We just dropping the hammer now. Get this last section done. Because what the fuck? It's 9. Damn. We might take it to 10, y'all. Honestly. We still haven't decided on a color. Anybody have a color in mind? What's the color palette for this last headband we doing? I was thinking green. Something is calling to me to do green. Like a green and a pink. That would be cute. We can rack this one up, guys. Boom. Yes. Even to my hood. Yes, sir. Final round. As if Sean was singing. We gonna need a lot of it. Not a little of it. A lot. Y'all better come with them hammers. Here I am. We're gonna try to finish this before 10. Shut. Work with me. Hate this shit. I hate when darn threader come out of the threader. This thing is so old. If y'all have better suggestions for a threader, send them my way. I hate this paper. This is so cheap and it always falls off. I'm like, do I glue it? Or is there like a better threader I can invest in? I haven't had anybody comment that. Like, if y'all have done some research, let me know. A threader that is long enough to fit my punch needle. Because, like, I have a different threader I use for my tufting gun, but it's shorter. 'Cause, you don't need all that. This is a longer chamber. Are the facts lining up yet? It is. All right, so we're focusing because we got to do this outline. And I don't want any fuck-ups, which are bound to happen. Uh-oh. Step it out. See, I like punch needling too for those that are new here because punch needling is very forgiving. You make an oopsie, you can always pop the stitch and re-plot it down. Whoa. How do you do that? Well, I do have workshops. I lead workshops at my office space ever so often. I was doing some in the winter, thinking, should we offer like a spring one or a summer one? That's usually when markets are going on. So I'm like, I don't know how much time I would be able to do. So that's why I decided on doing them in the like late fall, winter. Like November is when I start them. Ooh, my legs! This is outline number 2. Blood back to my toes. You can hear my zipper jingling under me on my coat. I'm trying to tap my foot. What the fuck? Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. I know that something is wrong here. Where do I go? And no one believes me. Oh, no. Where do I go? Where do I go? We're starting to section this off. What is it? What time is it? 43. All right. A cool 43. I get to them. We cooking though, so I ain't worried about it. Ain't worried about none. Ain't worried about none. Ain't worried about none. Ain't worried about none. Yeah, and I gotta pee too now. Let's hurry this up. Ooh, we gonna have 2 pieces of food on here now. Besides the mushrooms. Head ass. A waffle and some peanut butter and jelly. Bone ape tit. Come on. We at the finish line, y'all. The promised land. Oh, it's really sunken over here. All right. We did half of it. Boom. Do you see it? Do you see the vision? I'm not even gonna mess with that. Such an odd shape now. I don't really know how I should divide it. I'm gonna just try to shrink it a little more and keep doing some outlines till it gets smaller. And then sometimes I like say, yeah, I'm gonna section this off. Zambo, we got them done. We started them yesterday. I didn't do anything last night. I was tired. Okay, I'm working girly. My time off. Gosh. You hear this? You hear them cars outside. What's up? Thank you. The waffle rug will be available when I get it done. I'm not saying it like that. I'm probably gonna get it done by either the end of this week or early next week. I gotta take it outside. So there will be a delay in the rest of this stuff because this is the only part, this is the only rug I'm going to actually use carpet glue on. This one's going on the floor. The rest of these are like coasters by your food or living space. I don't want to put it there. For like floor rugs, I'll use carpet glue. So this one's made for the floor. I did save some back. So like hear me out. If you can see, you see that Hobby Lobby bag, then you see my cutting board, and then you see these boards. I saved these boards. I broke down like my old dresser. We got new dressers for my birthday. Um, but I broke down those were like the liners where the clothes rested on the bottom of the dresser when you pulled it out. I saved those because it's kind of like a hardboard. And you know we always recycling on this channel, okay? So I could make the pancake into a wall rug if somebody was interested. I would My first intentions was to make it into a floor rug, but I could cut that and size it to be wall mounted. I've got some hanging hardware already, but I make rugs into for floors. I make them for walls. I've done like mirror rugs before. I just got a mirror. I was very excited. I did a thrift. Did I tell y'all about my thrift? Man, I've been yapping. I'm almost done. I did a thrift and I finally found a fucking mirror for $4.99. Like, why are we charging $9.99? Why are we charging $24 for a damn mirror that's got Hot Wheels stickers on? I'm joking, but like, I still gotta clean this bitch off. Why is it over $10 for a mirror? I got a really nice one for free, and then that was like the first mirror rug I made. It sold. It was so fucking crazy. It sold at first market I brought it to in the summertime. It was sold before the market even started, and I was like, oh yeah, we got some hot shit. I already knew. But yeah, I got another mirror for $5. I'm gonna show y'all the fucking finishing. Dang, we can retire our colors. Woohoo! Six. We finished before 9:50. That's pretty good. All right, taking off the armor, so I can go pee too. Where to pee? I got to be. Yes, sorry. Oh, I'm it. Ugh. Clean up. Hey, clean, clean, clean. And don't forget your threader or you'll get very upset. I said we gotta clean up. Hey, hey. Y'all ready? Clean, clean, clean. Here we go again. Hey, hey. There we go. Hey. Looking good. House is looking pretty good too. I was taking a peek over there. I've been doing what I want. Dun, 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 dun. That Natalie Nunn song. Those are the headbands. We got the toasties. Hold on, let's zoom out. Boom. So y'all already know what time it is. We got one more thing technically on this frame, which is that last headband. Boom. That shit crazy. So we were voting. The chat is saying I should add a white outline to the waffle rug. What y'all think? What y'all think? It's the most realistic shit I've ever made. Punch needle wise. Fucking crazy. That's crazy. Ashlee, where'd you find this one? Can't fucking spin my shit around. Yeah. All right. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it does. Like and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Happy Wednesday. Have a good Wednesday. Be nice. Do nice things. I'm probably gonna make a TikTok about this, so you can follow me on TikTok too. It's my name. If you want to contact me, interested in my art, you can email me at shopconfidentialgoods at gmail.com for all custom art inquiries. I do custom clothes, I do custom rugs, custom uh, art paintings and things like that. So let me know. And you can find my other art pieces. There's like over 100 pieces now at Ashlee, my name with two E's, Ashlee CrazyYoga.com. Go to the shop page and you'll see categories of all the things that I make. So rugs, clothes, stationery stuff is all handmade by me, all in house. So you already know to secure the goods, shop confidential goods, and I will catch you later. Bye.